Hi, this is David Saville. Now, I was just being interviewed for a Google Hangout that will be out in a couple of weeks' time, and unexpectedly asked me what are the three things that can help you live a limitless life. And so I had to think on the spot what came to mind. For me, there are three main things I'm going to share with you here to how you can live a life without limits. Number one is falling in love with fear. If you've been following my stuff, you know that fear is it doesn't get in your way. Fear is not a barrier to what you want. It is how you get what you want. Fear is an expression of love, not the opposite to love. You want to know more about that? You can check out my other videos, or you can just ask me directly, and I will happily share more. The second one, and this is the one that I want you to pay attention to, and that is living an impossible vision. So it's not going for something you think you can achieve, like the next job, or creating the next level in your business or your personal success. This is going deep inside, forgetting, your education, your experience, the way your life is, the way you live in the world. So remove all limitations of anything from your imagination to begin with, and then just think, what would you love most to create? It could be anything at all, no matter how extreme, no matter how, it's becoming an astronaut and flying to Mars on a Mars mission, whether it's going to the bottom of the deepest ocean in a submarine, whether it's impacting millions of people in some way, whether it's traveling to another country and banishing poverty from the world. Who knows? It could be anything at all, right? Generally something that does good in the world, I would recommend. Something that has an impact for people, because for me, that's where I live. That's my purpose, is to make an impact and to help as many people as possible. So, of course, my bias is do that. If you're going to create an impossible vision, make sure it helps a fucking lot of people while you're doing it. So, create your impossible vision. Something that is literally impossible, like it will never happen. And the funny thing is, because I work with this with people, my clients, what starts as impossible, it's incredible how quickly it becomes possible. And the great thing about impossible too, if you don't ever get there, it doesn't matter, because it makes your life better now going for that thing. You become better. You have to. You learn more. You risk more. You speak to people that you wouldn't normally dare speak to, because you really want to create this. You act as if it's going to be real, even if whether it is or not. So whether you get there is irrelevant. But your life is better because of it. Now, a lot of people live through goals like when they get there, then their life will be better. When they make that money, when they retire, when they, when they've achieved something, then their life will be better. And it never works that way. I've worked with a lot of athletes, and they have this mindset of the next medal, the next time, and all the rest of it. And it's great. It can keep them on track to do some seemingly incredible things with their bodies. However, on a fulfillment level for their life, for a lot of them, it is lacking big time. They get there and they're like, what do I do now? And so what they do is they find something else to throw themselves into. But what happens in their lives is, obviously at some point their career ends. And then that's when the problems really kick in, because they've realised that they've been living through these tasks, these fixed ways of doing things, pouring their life into this one goal at a time. But when they do that, they're missing out, and they never get to think what they really want in life. That's the problem with that, especially since most of that's forged as a child. So they very rarely do they check in to see if it's really what they want to create in life later on. Time and time again, this has been a problem. However, for the ones that do the best, they're the ones who live through their impossible vision. And like you look at Mo Farah, for instance. He loves it. You can tell he loves the whole thing. His life is incredible, whilst he's also doing these incredible things. You look at any of the top athletes in the world, and that is the true top, the ones who stay at the top. They love it for the sake of doing it. It makes their life better, because you never know how long we've got on this planet or when you're going to die. So imagine if you've got this goal ahead of you, that when you get there, life's going to be good, and you die before you get there. What's your life been like on the road to that? Would you be happy having died going for it? Which if you are, then you're living through the vision as it should be. So I've kind of gone off track there. Spend some time, block it out, no distractions. Go for a walk in a forest, in a field, away from normal life. Switch your phone off. and just create something, as wild and imaginative as you can come up with. And I invite you, post it in the comments below, because if you'd like, I could help you start making it a reality today. If you do that, or as soon as you actually come back and post, because this is what I do. So I'm very excited to see what your impossible visions are. Impossible can become possible very quickly. Okay, that's it for now. Take care.